don't give a.
I love you, man. I'm sorry. I love you, man. I'm sorry.
That's
Okay.
fine.
You're tripping me out. Come on, what's next?
Me. One tear that streamed down my face.
Oh.
All right, so what do you want to say? Last words.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
It's no secret that some artists hate giving interviews, whether it's a dull question, a weird host, or just poor timing. Your favorite celebrity might lose all sense of chill and lead to awkward results while on camera. So brace yourself, cuz these are some of the most cringe hip-hop interviews out there. Odd Future.
The latest development from a gang of Los Angeles rappers called Odd Future, or as their aunties know them, the Odd Future Wolf Gang Kill Them All Expletive, is slightly different. They're giving away their music and charging large amounts of money for merchandise. Stephen Smith was fortunate enough to be granted an audience when they hit London.
Is this the future of rock and roll? Hundreds of teenagers forming an orderly queue in order to go shopping.
When new rappers rise to fame, media outlets often attempt to dismantle the persona they've crafted. This was evident when the BBC tried to challenge a young Tyler the Creator and his collective, Odd Future, which included vibrant personalities like Domo Genesis, Left Brain, and Sid the Kid.
What are you saying in your lyrics?
Nothing. Shit to piss old white people off like you.
Is that right?
The reporter underestimated the group, approaching the interview with a biased narrative, even labeling them as a gang, an error that only bolstered their rebellious allures.
These are fans of Odd Future who are waiting to meet their heroes at a defunct store off Brick Lane in East London. For a couple of days only, while the band's in town, it's a pop-up shop selling their merchandise.
I did like all of these in like 24 hours. I did like 300 t-shirts in 24 hours, so all hand done.
Yeah. So what will they be retailing at today?
I think it's like 100 pounds.
Really? Odd Future are in the remarkable position of being a hit band who haven't sold any records, or hardly any. Instead, they've given away 20 albums worth of songs online. So the merch, as it's known, is a vital element of their income.
The result is a combative masterclass, with Tyler going out of his way to make things as difficult as possible.
When they're not huckstering product, Odd Future record tracks that don't get played on the radio. Rebels or sellouts? Both? We explored the paradoxes of Odd Future on stage before a recent show in London. Okay, now what about your lyrics?
What about them?
What are you saying in your lyrics?
Nothing. Shit to piss old white people off like you.
Is that right?
My lyrics aren't I don't know. I'm sorry if I keep talking. My lyrics aren't offensive.
Aren't they?
No.
Some people find them offensive, don't they? You've
Yeah,
heard that
some
before.
people find everything offensive. Okay.
Now, what about this hard sell you do with your merchandise? Because we were in that shop yesterday. You had kids queuing up since 4 o'clock. They couldn't take a picture of you. Did you know that?
They couldn't. Yes, they
Yeah,
could.
no, you had guys saying, don't take any pictures.
Oh, Bill? He's just a hard ass.
We take pictures with most of the kids that walk into the shop.
Really?
It's just some kids want like 4 pictures and 9 autographs.
So how does this pop-up shop thing work? Is the idea that you can't necessarily make so much money from records?
We just pop up wherever we at, set up shop, slang, and make our money. And we dip. Ain't nobody taking no taxes from us, no cuts.
The BBC came into the interview with a biased and disrespectful approach.
Not paying taxes? That's for rich British people. Do Odd Future pay tax or don't they?
100%.
Really?
Yes, 100%.
Check your account someday.
Anybody can.
Who the heck invited Mr. I don't want to cuss.
Who the heck? A collector's item clean performance by Odd Future. Haven't we been here before? Some say the band are a case of old wine in new bottles. Or maybe that's old dope in new bongs.
Mess around with me and I'm gonna scratch your cat.
A$AP Rocky, Interviewing a star can be nerve-wracking, even for seasoned pros. So imagine throwing a normal fan into the position in hopes they make for a good interview. A prime example can be traced back to 2012 at a music festival in Chicago, when a woman who claims to have won the MTV Ultimate Rockstar Dream Vacation competition got the chance to interview A$AP Rocky. This one is hard to watch.
Hi, this is Aurelia. I'm backstage at Pitchfork Music Festival, and I've got this A$AP Rocky plate, and let's see if we can give it to him. Oh my gosh, I think I see him. Okay. Hi, can I give you this plate?
Who made this?
She did.
This is so nice. Thank you. Can I have it?
Yes.
Yo, Lou. I love the plate. Thank you. That was sweet of you.
And it's microwavable.
It's microwavable. I might just give it to my mom.
Can I be your friend?
Of course you could be my friend, sweetie.
Thank you.
The energy is so awkward. You can feel how uncomfortable they are through the screen. So much so, A$AP points the elephant in the room out.
I won a contest. I won the MTV Ultimate Rockstar Dream Vacation contest, and I get to interview bands here.
Oh, that's what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay, lucky you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure meeting you too, babe. And you definitely have a weird vibe to you. So, swag. A$AP. I'm out this.
I just met A$AP Rocky, and I gave him a plate.
Nardwuar. When it comes to awkward interviews, no one has turned this into an art form quite like Nardwuar, the human serviette, a bona fide legend who's received his flowers from many rappers. Getting an interview with Nardwuar is seen as an honor for most upcoming rappers, who've spent years witnessing him bamboozle his guests with obscure knowledge about their lives. But over the years, this hasn't always gone to plan. One of the most cringe interviews was with Nas. At first, the conversation seemed to be going well, with Nas even expressing admiration for the depth of research Nardwuar had done.
Who are you?
What's up, y'all? This is Nas.
Nas, welcome to Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada.
Appreciate it.
I have a gift for you, Nas. It is right here, Joski Love. What can you tell the people about Joski Love and the Pee-wee dance?
It's one of the earliest records I used to hear come on the radio stations late night. Became a big record though, the Pee-wee's dance, do the Pee-wee Herman. Yeah, this is back in the days, man. Thank you.
That's for you, a present. And you actually had him play your birthday party or something?
Yeah, man. I had a birthday party a few years back. It was a surprise birthday party. And I was surprised because a lot of pioneers in rap music came out, legends came out, and did a show. And, it was amazing.
And Joski Love represent.
Joski Love represented. Big up to Joski Love. Much love.
Nas, here we are in Canada, and I always think of this band when I think of Canada. Main Source.
Main Source, this is classic. Look at the album cover. Look at what's happening. He puts the needle to the wax and just atoms, breaking atoms. Main Source, this is crazy.
Now, did they ever talk about Canada? Because, of course, you're on this LP. Did they ever talk about Canada? Because they're from Toronto.
Yeah. I met both of the DJs. They're both from Toronto. That was a long time ago. I honestly can't really remember. I did know they were from Toronto back then.
And there's another Canadian connection there, believe it or not, Nas. This band right here, the Incredible Bongo Band.
That's right. These boys right here.
Nas, you have the song You Da.
You're the man.
You the man. And that song samples Rodriguez. Rodriguez has a song called Sugar Man.
Yeah.
And I contacted Rodriguez and I said, I'm going to be doing an interview with Nas.
That's crazy.
And he has a message for you. This is from Rodriguez to Nas. Thanks for the support. It's greatly appreciated.
Hey, shouts to Rodriguez. That's an amazing thing that you reached out to him. That song is on the Stillmatic album. You're tripping me out. That song is on the Stillmatic album, and I really like that record, and shout out to Rodriguez for being a good guy.
And believe it or not, he asked me to give you a copy of his recently remastered album, and right on there is the Sugar Man, Cold Fact.
Incredible. See, this is what I listen to. I like the beats, the old joints that that really was like on some next level stuff. Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah.
Things soon took a turn, making it a difficult interaction to watch. While he originally seemed amused by the endless selection of records and trinkets that Nardwuar decided to bestow upon him, Nas's patience eventually wore thin. By the end, it was difficult to tell what made the energy in the room change, but he wasn't feeling it anymore.
And Nas,
you're crazy.
We can't forget about the ladies, Nas. What can you tell the people about JJ Fad?
I remember them. What else? What's next? Come on. You're tripping me out. Come on. What's next?
You have the line, slam it like the...
Oh, Iron Sheik.
Slam it like the Iron Sheik.
You are serious. I like you.
Thank you, Nas. So and Iron Sheik, of course, has a doll. And what I was wondering there, Nas...
You know, this guy's crazy. This is crazy.
Now, what I was wondering, your early manager, MC Search, has a clock.
This is insane, dog. Is this happening?
And Nas, there's a Pete Rock comb. Pete Rock.
Wait, first of all, I need to know, are these all mine to leave with?
Not quite.
Now you're becoming uncool now because, see, this is crazy. This is good, like stuff you want to put to the side and stuff like that.
But what I was wondering, Nas, is when is there a Nas action figure? I looked for one, but I couldn't find one. A Pete Rock comb, an MC Search clock, the Iron Sheik.
I don't know, homeboy. What's next, man? What else you got? What's in the trick bag?
Well, winding up here, Nas, you have the song called Ether.
Could you not put the mic so close? And what else you got in your trick bag?
Well, what I was wondering, in the song you mentioned, you compared JJ to...
Hold on a second. What I'd like to know is what's else in the trick bag?
Okay, here's in the trick bag. Who do we have here? Jimmy Walker.
Is this an autograph?
That's an autograph copy to me, but I brought one for you, Nas. Your own copy of Dynamite by Jimmy Walker. Do you have this record?
Nah.
That is a gift for you.
All right, cool. But you know what? Good Times is a classic. And JJ's my man right here. So
you do mention him in the song Ether, right?
Oh, don't do that because then I could take that as disrespect.
So I wanted to make sure you had the record.
Something else, yeah. The record is different. This is like classic TV.
And winding up here, Nas, did you see the movie Belly 2 at all? Because you were in Belly 1.
Didn't see it.
And lastly, Nas, I have a gift for you right here. A Weed Man hat.
I don't know nothing about that.
It's from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, and it comes with special instructions there on the Weed Man hat. And if you see what the instructions say at the bottom?
Say no to drugs, kids.
All right. Well, thanks so much, Nas. Anything else you want to add to the people out there at all?
You are fucking nuts. You are fucking psycho, but it's all love, it's all music. Peace.
Thanks so much, Nas. Keep on rocking in the free world and doot-doot-a-loot-doo.
Peace.
Almost, Nas. Doot-doot-a-loot-doo.
Yo, it's over. All right, it's over. It's over. Move the mic.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks so much, Nas.
Kanye West. Is it even possible to discuss Cringe interviews without invoking Kanye? Known to many as the most rant-prone interviewee, the artist goes from 0 to 100 when discussing his fashion industry failures with Sway.
Was so disruptive. As disruptive as that Nicki Minaj Monsterverse was, is how disruptive the Yeezys were. People hadn't felt that feeling since the Jordans. And by the way, the Jordans only popular at this point because of two people, me and Don C. Because Don C was ordering them vintage Jordans when the 4s used to break apart on the sole, and we was wearing them back when I was wearing the Louis Vuitton backpack with the polos, and the brand Jordan looked at us and said, oh man, we got to start retroing them. Because when you think of Jordans, what you think of, you don't even know what the new Jordans look like. All you think about is them retros.
What's going to happen with the Red Octobers?
You know what Nike told me when I asked them? We ain't sure. You know what they told the store though, of my boy that run a store? They said, if y'all want that Red October, you gotta take these 10 other shoes. Mm-hmm. So they told me they ain't sure. But then they told him, if you want that Red October, but legally, we gotta both sign that contract. Mark Parker. I'm gonna put Mark Parker all on that Summer Jam screen. And by the way, Mark Parker, yes, I will still accept an investment in Donda. I got some more ideas that don't involve shoes. But if you guys are investing in the arts, y'all want to invest in this school in Brazil, y'all want to go to Africa, I'm standing up and I'm telling you, I am Warhol. I am the #1 most impactful artist of our generation. I am Shakespeare in the flesh. Walt Disney, Nike, Google. Now, who's going to be the Medici family and stand up and let me create more? Or do you want to marginalize me till I'm out of my moment?
Or why don't you empower yourself and don't need them and do it yourself?
How, Sway?
Take a few steps back to go.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers, Sway.
Kanye.
I've been doing this more than you.
Doing what
You
more
ain't
than
got.
me? Come on, chill out.
You
bro.
ain't got the answers.
Kanye,
you ain't got the answers.
Bro, I'm asking you.
You
a
ain't been doing the
question.
education,
Bro.
You ain't been doing the education.
Kanye, calm down.
You don't have the answers though,
Calm down.
because you trying to give me advice about something. You ain't got the answer. You ain't spent $13 million of your own money
You're
trying to empower
absolutely right.
yourself.
Yes, but I spent hundreds of thousands and.
Sway tried to de-escalate the situation, but Kanye let his anger and frustration fly. It was nice to see Sway push his chest up and clap back.
And doing putting out clothing lines at a smaller degree. All I'm asking you,
And it ain't no Ralph though. It ain't Ralph
but
level.
Let me ask you this: I'm asking
What's the
you,
name of your clothing line? We don't know.
Kanye,
you know what I'm saying?
Because I lost money, but that's not
Exactly, and I could lose money on a higher level too.
And that's
don't
what I'm
think
asking
just
you.
because don't think because I got
Kanye,
the most or the
let
least
me
money.
Let me finish my question, dog.
Man, no, man.
Let me hear the question.
You don't have
man.
the answers.
I'm asking you for the answer. It's a question. Why is it that you can't? You have money.
I just told you I lost the money because I did not have the knowledge of how to do it the right way.
Money, so you don't have the money to do it. That's your answer. You ain't got to turn up, man. This ain't no fucking show, man. I'm talking to you as a homie.
Kanye was hot, and no matter what approach Sway took, the interview couldn't stray from being labeled as cringe.
Everybody, you ain't got to turn up you ain't got to know. Hold up. You hold up.
Ain't no
hey,
hold
man,
up.
Listen, bro.
Ain't no hold up.
It ain't got to be no hold up. I'm asking you a question.
Ain't no hold up.
I'm asking you a
Ain't
question.
no hold up.
What do you mean it ain't no hold up, man? We here talking as civilized people. I'm trying to understand your world because when I go to your concert, I'm curious about what you're saying. I don't know. That's why I'm asking you the questions.
Well, I'm explaining to you what it is.
Okay, but you ain't got to turn up on me man to man, dog. These mics, we could turn all this shit off. You ain't got to do this. It's cool. I love you, bro. But you ain't got to turn up. Don't try to embarrass us.
I'm not trying to embarrass y'all. What I'm trying to say to y'all is this industry of what I'm trying to get into, ain't nobody never broke down. Ain't nobody broke down. We all slaves. So I ain't trying to disrespect you on your show. We all slaves or something.
Ain't about my show, yay.
I ain't trying to disrespect you, period. Let me talk if you're going to have me talk. We all slaves. We all slaves. And y'all ain't experienced nothing right here but a moment from a movie out of glory. Back in the days, the slaves had enough money, they could buy their own freedom. We all say we slaves to Nike, we slaves to Benz, we slaves to public perception, we slaves to not looking, you know, what somebody gonna say after the interview. Why you let Kanye do that? You should have checked him.
I don't give a
I love you, man. I'm sorry. I love you, man. I'm sorry,
that's
okay?
Fine, that's fine.
But look at this. This is exactly what would happen at the French Revolution. This is exactly what happened. I'm sure there's some arguments with Harry Tubman and other people talking about, let's go this way, let's go that way. But what I'm trying to say is, I sat in Paris and met with these people. I invested my own money and lost money. I made t-shirts that made money. I made music that made money. But at the end of the day, Lucy and Grange still cut my music checks. As powerful as my voice is, Lucian still runs 50% of the music industry.
The incident immediately reached iconic meme status. However, years later, when Kanye's high-profile rift with Adidas unfolded, Ye admitted that perhaps Sway had been right about the value of remaining independent. Wiz Khalifa. The host was anticipating an awkward moment, but that doesn't stop it from coming off as cringeworthy. Wiz Khalifa tried to exercise patience, and he always comes off as a rather calm, cool, and collected individual. Reading through internet comments, you will stumble across many fans and haters alike praising him for his humbleness and down-to-earth attitude. So this interview is also a rare side of Wiz we don't normally see.
First of all, I really liked the album.
Thank you.
I listened to it yesterday and I just kept on listening. It was great.
Cool, thanks, bro.
is called Only in First Class.
Yeah.
Did you have any concerns using the N-word?
Nah, not really.
The reason I ask is that some of my niggas might find it offensive. I'm joking. We obviously don't have any black people in Denmark.
For real? There's not?
No, none.
Aside from dropping the N-word multiple times during the interview, the host deliberately confused Wiz Khalifa for 50 Cent when asking if he made the song In the Club.
Your first album was called Show and Prove.
Yep.
Then you made a second, third, and a fourth album. Is it because you still have a lot to prove?
I wouldn't necessarily say I have a lot to prove. It's just that when you get started doing the things that I'm doing, you gotta follow through.
Only Nigga in First Class, is that a tribute to Jay-Z? In one of your hits you sing, the bigger the bill, the harder the balls. What does spending money has to do with,
your balls?
The balls?
I was actually saying the bigger the bill, the harder you ball.
Oh.
Like balling.
It makes much more sense. Here in Denmark, most people still know you from your smash hit In the Club. Can you tell me the story about that hit?
What song is that?
You can find me in the club, bottle full of bug. Mama, I got what you need to feel a buzz.
Like, you see me in the club is full of balls. Isn't that how it goes?
That's not me.
Isn't it you? Oh, that's embarrassing. Okay, I just think we should move on.
Yeah, totally.
Wiz eventually had enough of the jokes and cut the interview short.
You're originally from Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
How was it growing up in Canada?
Yeah, I'm like a dumbass again.
Dumbass?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just because, Pittsburgh, they have this hockey team that you like.
But it's not Canada.
Now, I thought ice hockey was in Canada. Moving on.
You're not the sharpest tool in the shed, are you?
No.
You just wear a suit just to look like you know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But you don't know shit.
We kind of have the same style.
No, because I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but
Cut this dude off, man.
It's over. Interview's over.
I also really have to go now.
You do have to go now.
But it was,
Bye.
There's nothing.
Ebro in the morning. While he thought he was joking and later apologized, that wasn't the same with Kodak Black when he made an appearance on Ebro in the morning. Ebro's demeanor has a way of getting under people's skin in a way that he doesn't seem to be aware of. But when Kodak turned up to the Hot 97 studios, Ebro was determined to expose the rapper's pending case. But it seems Kodak wasn't ready for the conversation.
Look, man, at this point, it's a pleasure to meet you, man. Looking at all your cases and everything you've been through, and I know the recent one right now is very sensitive. And with respect to, everybody involved in that case, we can't get into details today. But, we take sexual assault here serious. And we can't, get into details, but we hope, to have you back so we can have a deeper conversation about that.
After some haphazard attempts from Peter Rosenberg to guide the conversation back to neutral ground with the bizarre question about the moon landing, you could tell it wasn't going anywhere positive.
One thing we were talking about on the show today that for some reason I just have a hunch that you would care about. The idea that landing on the moon was a conspiracy. Kodak, do you believe that our moon landing in 1969 actually took place?
What the fuck y'all talking about?
You seem upset that I brought it up.
I feel like sometimes when niggas like we going through shit, like y'all be entertained by bullshit. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like change the subject. I'm finna walk out.
We'll change which subject?
Just whatever. Like,
they tried to change the subject. They was talking about the moon landing.
That's bullshit too. So talk about something else.
Instead of changing the topic, Ebro comes back with a disrespectful remark and says the interview could be over. Kodak takes this as his cue to leave.
Well, I was saying, I think...
We don't have to talk about nothing else. We could be done right here.
All right, I'm going. Say less.
That's a bummer.
I don't know. You won't tell me what to talk about on my show.
So there you have it. We have come to the end of the list, and you made it through some of the most cringe moments in hip-hop interviews. If you like this video, make sure to check out this video popping up on the screen to see more cringe interviews from the guys at Drink Champs. This one will have you biting your nails for sure. Help us out by liking, sharing, and commenting, and subscribe to the channel for new content every week. We appreciate all your support, and as always, we'll see you in the next one.